Evie Pig has just been born, but fans believe she might be hiding world-changing secrets that could rewrite the Peppa Pig universe. Number 1. Evie Pig might be the new Queen of England. Let's be honest, this wasn't just a regular cartoon birth. Evie Pig didn't arrive quietly like George did. She wasn't born in Pepperland's usual hospital or even at home like most cartoon babies. Instead, she was delivered at St. Mary's Hospital in London, the exact place where real royal babies are born. For a pig in a children's show, that's a strange and specific choice. Then came the public announcement. A town crier, dressed in full royal uniform, stood in front of a crowd, rang his bell, and declared, "Long live Evie!" That phrase isn't used for just any newborn. It's reserved for future rulers. The official birth poster made things even weirder. It included the pig family's personal crest, showing a duck, a teddy bear, a dinosaur, and a muddy puddle. At first glance, these symbols seem silly, but some fans believe each one represents a member of Peppa's family, possibly forming a secret royal bloodline. And here's the strangest part. In the show, the Queen lives completely alone. She has no family, no children, and no heir. That has never been explained. Maybe Evie wasn't just born. Maybe she was chosen, and her yellow bow might be a golden mark of royalty. If that's true, Peppa Pig's baby sister may be next in line for the throne. And now, your golden nugget of wisdom from Peppa Pig. Being a leader doesn't mean being the boss. It means being kind, fair, and listening to others. Even if Evie becomes queen one day, the most important thing she can learn is how to treat people with respect. So, what do you think makes a good leader? Tell us in the comments. Your answer might just inspire someone else. Now, let's get into the next mystery. Number 2. Evie Pig might have been born to replace Peppa's lost twin. In an official image from the show, the pig family is standing outside together. Everything looks normal until you notice the window. Inside, there is a small piglet watching them from behind the glass. That piglet is not Peppa or George, and the show never explains who she is. Many fans believe Peppa once had a twin sister. For some reason, the show never mentions her, but the clues are hard to ignore. Episode 142 is entirely about twins, focusing on Miss Rabbit and her sister. This feels like more than a random topic. There is also a strange login on Mummy Pig's computer. It shows the letters OP, which could mean Other Pig. No character has those initials, but they might belong to someone we were never supposed to meet. When Evie was born, the family reacted with overwhelming joy. It felt too intense for a third child. Some fans believe Evie is a rainbow baby, born after loss. If Peppa did have a twin, Evie might have been born to take her place. Evie could be more than just the baby sister. She might be the one they never got to keep, until now. Number 3. Evie Pig might be a secret government experiment. Evie's birth came with too many strange details to ignore. We just discussed that she was born at St. Mary's, a highly secure medical center used for royal births and, possibly, classified projects. And of course, Miss Rabbit was there. She always shows up where she's not expected, but this time she wasn't playing nurse or tour guide. She acted more like a handler. Then there's the timing. The show made a point to reveal Evie's exact birth time, 5:34 a.m. That is not a normal detail to include in a cartoon. It sounds more like something copied from a lab report than a baby announcement. Now think about this. How many pigs have you seen in Peppa's world who aren't part of Peppa's own family? Almost none. That's not normal. If pigs are disappearing, then Evie might be a last attempt to bring them back. So, if Evie seems too perfect, too important, or too special, maybe that's because she is. This wasn't just a birth. It was a government drop-off, and the pig family may not even realize what they've agreed to raise. Number 4. Evie Pig might be the first character to actually age. Peppa has gone through at least 6 Christmases on screen, but she has never grown older. George has stayed exactly the same size since the first episode. No one changes. In Peppa's world, time seems frozen. Characters go to school, celebrate birthdays, and visit new places, but nothing ever moves forward. Now Evie has entered the picture, and that might change everything. Unlike the others, Evie is a newborn. She will not be able to stay that way forever. She will have to grow, crawl, walk, talk, and eventually go to school. The show cannot keep her as a baby without it starting to feel strange. For the first time, someone in this universe might be forced to grow up. If Evie changes, the rest of the family may have to change too. Peppa could leave the playgroup and begin a new chapter. George might follow. The loop that has kept this world still for 2 decades might finally break. Evie could be the signal that time has started moving. The moment she takes her first step, this universe might finally move forward with her. That one tiny piglet could change everything. Number 5. The world might actually revolve around Evie. The moment Evie Pig was born, the entire city responded like it was welcoming a ruler. A town crier appeared in full royal uniform and made a public announcement about her arrival. It was not a private family moment. It became a national spectacle. Miss Rabbit arrived at the hospital, but she was not there to assist or deliver packages. She brought cameras. She filmed everything, as if the birth had already been planned for the spotlight. None of this has happened for any other character. Evie was also introduced with the pig family crest, something that has never appeared before. It included images representing each family member. Combined with the public celebration and media coverage, it suggested that Evie was not just another child in the family. Peppa has always been the center of the story, but she was not given this kind of attention. That level of importance now belongs to someone else. The way the world moved to welcome Evie felt too perfect. It suggested that everything might have been designed around her. If the story had a reset, it may have reset for her. Number 6. Evie's birth might have been engineered by Miss Rabbit. Miss Rabbit was not just present during Evie's birth. She was in charge. She delivered the baby, announced her arrival to the public, and filmed the entire thing. It looked less like a family event and more like the launch of a carefully managed project. There is a theory that Miss Rabbit may have planned this from the beginning. She appears in every city and every job. She has access to medical tools, government systems, and even television studios. If someone wanted to create the perfect child, Miss Rabbit would have the resources to do it. This becomes more believable when considering Grampy Rabbit's strange science habits. In one episode, he joked about cloning Susie's sheep, possibly inspired by the real cloned animal, Dolly the sheep. If cloning is possible in this world, Evie may not be a natural baby at all. Her name means the desired one, which could point to something deeper. The celebration, the crest, and the timing all seem too perfect. If Miss Rabbit and Grampy Rabbit were working together, then Evie might be more than a piglet. She could be the result of a planned experiment, a perfect heir, created behind the scenes. Number 7. Evie might be a magical pig, destined to save her species. Peppa's family is the only group of pigs in the entire show. Every other animal appears in large, extended families, but the pigs are different. Outside of Peppa, George, their parents, and a few cousins, no other pigs seem to exist. It feels less like a coincidence and more like a quiet extinction. Evie's arrival changes that. She was not born quietly or in the background. Her birth was announced in the streets and shown on television. She was introduced like a symbol, possibly one of hope. She was born on May 20th, a date that sits on the edge between Taurus and Gemini. In astrology, that makes her balanced between two sides, one grounded, one unpredictable. Some believe this marks her as chosen by fate, born under a shift in energy. If pigs are dying out in this world, then Evie might have been born with a purpose. She could be more than just a new baby. She might be something rare. There is even a theory that she could be a hybrid, part animal, part something else. If any pig is meant to save the species, it would be the one born with a golden name on a magical day. Evie's birth was perfect, maybe too perfect. From hospital to camera crews, everything felt staged. Is she a character or something more? Tell us what you think. Was Evie planted into the show on purpose? And if so, by who?